Highguard developers have made one of the biggest gameplay changes we've seen yet in only the game's first weekend. They've added a 5v5 game mode, everybody. This completely changes how fights and team comps will be built, and even changes how the meta will play out over time. I mean, this completely changes the game, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't merely just more players. This is a shift from loose squad fights to actual team-based combat. So in this video, I'm breaking down what 5v5 actually changes, who benefits the most, what the potential meta could be, and whether this is actually good for the game. Now with that out of the way, let's dive into what does 5v5 actually change to start. Before this, Highguard fights were more controlled than chaotic. Smaller engagements, less third parties, and a lot of solo impact. With 5v5, fights feel more chaotic than ever, but also feels like there's more structure to it. There's frontline pressure, there's backline character roles, and way more coordinated pushes. 5v5 will overall see more reinforcements for the bases, and when raiding, you now have 10 lives instead of 6. Now in 5v5, you're going to notice some key differences, such as heavy ability stacking and team shooting, which can be pretty annoying when you can just explode without even a chance to react. It's also going to be a lot harder to solo carry in 5v5. You're also going to notice that team wipes happen way faster. And lastly, but probably most importantly, positioning matters way more. In this next section of the video, I want to talk about why this is a huge deal for the game. This 5v5 update being introduced in the first week of gameplay is huge for this game. We all know Highguard has been negatively received and negatively reviewed, but these developers have already started out on a strong foot and proved that they're not throwing the towel in. This update alone may bring massive players in and change community perception on this video game. Gameplay-wise, this update is a big deal because it quietly and subtly pushes Highguard to be more of a team composition game rather than completely just gun skill. If your team has no synergy or communication, you lose. If the other team is comboing abilities and team shooting, you'll get rolled. And your out-of-position buddy you play with will probably be getting instant deleted. This might be the update where random squads really start struggling. But moving on into the next part of this video, I want to talk about who benefits the most from 5v5. Some characters just got indirectly buffed hard by this addition. Characters that benefit from group fights, like Condor, has benefited massively in 5v5. Characters with area denial, such as Uda or Atticus, will be great in 5v5. Then Kai and Mara may be the two best characters to play in 5v5. Kai is the best defender. He can repair ice walls around structures, around buildings, around bases. And then you have Mara, who can plant her revive and grant extra lives, as well as grant shields to allies. Moving on to our next part of the video, meta picks. When rank does come out, I do believe that the meta will consist of both teams each having a Kai and a Mara. They bring just so much utility to a team and completely change how the game plays. For weapons you want to be using in 5v5, I've noticed a lot of more people using the Ranger in 5v5. I guess due to some of the longer engagement distances. Both shotgun options are really good in 5v5. And for assault rifles, I prefer the Vanguard or the Saber over the Dynasty. I believe that more slow and strategic and methodical pushes will become the meta in the future, and that we're probably moving away from a run and gun type of gameplay to a more team execution type of gameplay. So finally, is 5v5 good for the game? Honestly, yes it is, but as long as balance keeps up. This update raises the skill ceiling for teamwork, communication, and positioning. It may be harder for solo players, but competitively, this makes the game way deeper. If you played 5v5 already, let me know whether you think this makes the game better or worse. Thanks for stopping by the channel, and be sure to subscribe as we're on the road to 100 subscribers.